We are making music with one of the most talented people I've ever met, named Jacob Collier.
So you go, you don't want to be my savior. You don't want, especially when you don't want to be my savior.
In the music world, Jacob's huge, you know, and so in some ways for him to get to work with all these musicians, it's the best thing.
We were able to get him to come to MIT and kind of do a week-long residency.
MIT's Visiting Artist Program is trying to bring great artists in substantive contact with our students. It's all about music education experiences. I wanted them to feel the sparks of Jacob's creativity firsthand, and I wanted them to go beyond that, to get inside his music and to be able to make it their own.
For this kind of thing, it's all you really need is like a. You know what I mean? More than like. You know, you could even find like a. I mean, I do your own thing, but you could find a riffy thing that's just kind of like. You know what I mean? And just like. Because I guess the guitar is like basically a drummer here, as opposed to being a harmonic instrument.
He creates a really great atmosphere for working with people and bringing the best out of them.
That was fine, yeah. Cool. Mega, dude, that sounds amazing. It's a creative environment, and that really feeds me. Their minds are obviously so sharp. You know, and it's not even necessarily musically sharp in the foreground, but these guys think about stuff. There's this gig on Saturday that if you don't have tickets to, I believe there's a waiting list, but you should come. It's gonna be so crazy. 200 musicians on the stage.
I'm performing with Jacob Collier, which is amazing. Listen to his music, it like sends chills up my spine, especially Hideaway. Like, that's my favorite song.
A sense of peace, a sense of calm, and something making sense.
When I started listening to the music, I realized this was a lot more complicated than most arranging projects. As a music nerd, it's a beautiful looking score to me because there's all these things that didn't appear like they should be there from the beginning, and they start to show up. His music is, in many ways, like classical music, which is that so much of it is specified.
Take me anywhere you wanna go. You know that my love is strong.
It's pretty moving for some, well, Hideaway especially. There are certain points in the music where it's pretty overwhelming.
Softly, like the calm that follows.
So he states the melody, he sings the melody. It's all very tonal and pretty and like a pop song. And then we get to the bridge, and suddenly he throws us for a loop.
In my highway.
touch me like I've never loved before, in a place that I adore, in my heart.
The drummer has one of the hardest things of all. He's got to play the fives on the cymbal, but still maintain the slow four with his foot.
Whichever way the wind may blow, there will be a place for me to go, in my heart. My heart away.
In the second verse, he adds this layer of fives. So, dun, 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 dun. And it's made more complex by the fact that the fives are grouped in fours and threes and sixes.
To the death of me.
It's, you know, you don't hear the math of it when you're listening to the song. You just suddenly become unmoored in this kind of dreamlike state, and yet you still hear the slow pulse from the original part of the song. He's kind of playing with this notion of you, the listener, thinking you know where you are. And he'll throw something at you that unmoors it, but without completely divorcing you from the structure that you knew before. It's a revelation. It's amazing. And all of this is happening, you know, in what at the beginning seemed to be a simple four-chord pop song. This is kind of what our lives are like, is that we try to reduce them so that we can get through the day. But there's stuff going on that if we just pay attention to it is beautiful, inspiring, frightening. And he's kind of encapsulating all of this in, you know, a 5 or 6 minute song that appears to be a pop ballad at the beginning.
Everything I had ever wanted to hear in music, because it's so intricate and detailed, but it's purposeful. Like, he has a purpose for everything he does, every note he hits, every weird beat that he plays.
everything in my heart. Maybe you can hold to stay. I will meet you here
What my mum did is recognize that I had some kind of weird brain that was very thirsty and very inventive and quite emotionally mature, and presented lots of different things to me. Like, this is Bach, this is Stravinsky, this is Bartok, this is Britten, this is Earth, Wind & Fire, this is Bob McFerrin, this is Sting. Those are like a lot of my heroes growing up. And I wasn't told to do anything with them. I was just told to enjoy them. She used to do things like turn on the vacuum cleaner, or as we say in the UK, the Hoover, and plug it in, it would go whoo. And she said, Jacob, what note does that feel like? This is when I'm 2 years old. I was like, G? I said, yeah, it's a G. Really, the biggest gift I was given as a child was a space and the affirmation to create in it. I was never, ever taught to practice, ever. I was never taught to practice. And people don't believe that. No way, no. Where's the discipline? This kind of thing. And it's funny because it's true, but people have an idea of how to learn and how to teach that I think is horrifically out of date.
my dreaming and my scheming, lie awake and pray. Do my crying and my sighing, laugh at yesterday. Now it's dark and I'm alone, but I won't be afraid. In my room, in my room, in my room, in my room.
I like the idea of, at the beginning of her Django, the first thing you hear is the strings come in, and it's like the announcing of the new song.
Yeah.
So I quite like the change of texture for that. That's cool.
Do you want to do those edits? You can plug in the speakers and do those edits.
I'd love that, yeah. Can we plug in a microphone?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
I saw one of his videos on YouTube, and I thought, oh my gosh, this guy's amazing. He's got this great sense of aesthetics and editing skills and mixing and all these things. And I like to build music tech stuff, and so I sent him a Facebook message saying,
I'm at MIT, I make stuff. Have you got any ideas of stuff you'd like to make? And I said, oh, well, yes, I have. I've always dreamed of singing harmony on the spot, be able to essentially improvise a choir.
Singing in the light, I take these broken wings and learn to fly on.
a harmonizer takes whatever you're singing, and there's a keyboard, and you can play different notes, and the notes that you play are transformed so that what you sing is spread across lots and lots of notes. It basically multiplies his voice up and stacks.
To beat this broken that brings and a blood of life. All of your life. You are only waiting for this moment to be free. Blah, 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 blah.
Because this is like woodwind and then sax. Those sounds go together, don't they? Yeah. I'm going to be creating this kind of improvised, harmonic, more spontaneous, technological, musical compound piece where I can send the musicians information during the performance via maybe iPad screens or something like this, where I say, you play these notes now, and they play and it swells up and swells down, and then I can fill in the gaps, and it's like a big conversation. And this is one of the main pieces of work that will be done between now and December.
I think on stage, you'll need one laptop. That'll be the MIDI input.
Okay.
And that'll have a keyboard.
We each open up a web page on our phone, and there's a staff.
So he's picking all of these different notes, chords, rhythms, everything for every different instrument, and we're playing them as they come up on our screen.
It's allowing Jacob to literally play the band in real time.
Scientist, I'm an engineer too, so I like to tinker, I like to explore things. And one of my best laboratories is with music. So I think, if anything, Jacob has made us into bolder, more risk-taking experimentalists.
I learned perhaps more about how it's best not to learn and not to teach than how to learn and how to teach. Don't give people all the answers to things. If you give people all the answers, then they are the subject to your criteria. But if you give them all the questions and the clues, then they find their own answers. And actually, the process of finding an answer is almost all of learning. So I think teachers have a responsibility to trust their students to find not only answers, but their own answers that might be different from the teacher's answers, especially when it comes to something like jazz, which is so vague and so expressive and personal.
I had an idea for the section where it goes. I could be there with the class. Are you getting stuff? Just to give them the rhythm there.
Yeah.
Okay.
At what stage of the process do you write the lyrics to the song?
It depends. Sometimes it's the first thing that I write. I write a lot. I have a thought book that's filled with words, really dense imagery, like really interesting, dense imagery. And when I come to write lyrics, I try and write as little of it as I can, because the music's already complex, and I need to allow people to find their own meanings in the words. Like the song Her Django, it's just a number of 7-syllable lines. Everybody near and far, come together as you are, and to the ocean, to the sky, sing that cosmic lullaby. That could mean lots of different things. That could mean life and death. It could mean a simple song that your mother sings you before you go to sleep. It could mean the actual universe, like lots of different things. I'd rather write words that invite people to understand them rather than project my understanding onto other people.
Sing that cosmic lullaby, sing that lullaby, sing the Django. Sing your pleasure, sing your pain, like you'll never sing again. let it echo loud and clear across the ancient stratosphere. And when the good days pass you by, there's a spark of joy that can't be found. Oh, when those dark clouds bring it down, lift your hands up from the sky, singing la 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 la. As the words go round and round and round and round, let the tears roll down and down, 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 down and down. Sing the way you wish to be across the ancient stratosphere. When those dark clouds bringing you down, there's a spark of joy that can't be found. Oh, even when things break and fall apart, lift your voices from your heart, singing la 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 la. And every night, through the darkness to the light, like a beacon shining bright, say that the day you'll be alright. From the winter comes the spring, it don't matter what life may bring. Said you can do most anything, so give your Jagged song to sing. So tell your mama, tell your pa, sing it as in your car, and be exactly the way you are. See the changes you got and start. Every woman, every life, and every nation, every life. I said, please, you gotta understand. See the changes take my is through. Nothing more that you can do. So give away the things you know, and tell your friends you love them so. Tell them the Django.
probably busy this whole week, but if you ever find like an hour and you want to go grab a pint anywhere.
Yeah, sick. Yeah, fantastic. Are you coming on Saturday?
I am.
Just find me after the show. I'll be hanging out.
All right, fantastic. Cool.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so nice to meet you too.
Absolute pleasure.
Yeah, see you soon.
Thank you.
Cheers. Nice to see you later. I really feel like MIT is a sort of second home in some ways. I've always very much felt some kind of kinship with this kind of idea of celebrating the introvert. At MIT, it's a sort of sublime understanding of the people who think inwards first. And I would count myself in amongst that group of people. So I'd like to celebrate that idea, I think. And being at MIT consistently reminds me how wonderful it is when people think beyond this level and up and down into the other realms of things. So I'd like to sort of say thank you to MIT as a concept. If the groove's going tum, 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 and the bass is going tum, 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 it's cool, right? It's like it's more cool than tum, 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 yeah, because they have a gravity that goes towards the same place, but they don't have a unison line. Let's try a different groove. This is a groove that's hard to nail, but it's the groove on the record, and it's like a lilt groove. So it's less of a shuffle, and it's like halfway between a shuffle and a normal groove. So this is straight, and then this is triplet, and it's like halfway between, like this. It's less about putting the hi-hat later, it's more about bringing the snare earlier. So it's like, if I play and then you guys can join in, maybe that's a good way to get the feel. So it's like, Can I have a go on the drum kit? I don't really want to. What it is, it's kind of like...
He very carefully and deliberately swings it in certain ways and modulates the time and pulls and pushes in a way that just gets this like really visceral groove where you just like get into it so much. That little bit of extra effort to, change it makes such a difference. And that's, such a Jacob kind of construct is like that extra bit of intention that just, even just a tiny little breath or a tiny little extra note or something that doesn't quite, fit in what the rules say they're supposed to do.
Well, so at the end, had you guys split into two sections and were you singing different things?
Some of them were saying, I don't want to be a leader, and the other one's going,
You don't want to be?
Yeah.
Yeah. We could do girls versus boys. It could be so like, I don't want to be, and then you don't want to be my, you know what I mean? Put your hand in the air if you'd be willing to sing along in this next song with me. And by that I mean everybody raise your hand. This is a song called Saviour. It's the last tune of the night. Thank you so much for coming.
This must be what Quincy Jones felt when he first encountered Stevie Wonder or Michael Jackson. That here's someone who has really, really deep musical resources. Is marshalling this at a young age. He has phenomenal performance skills, arranging skills, composition skills. It's just incredible that all this exists in a single person.
She wants to touch me, down below and up above me. I know that she's never gonna love me. Oh yeah. I know she's always gonna try to please me, but she can never find the strength to leave me. You'll never be the one to free me. Oh searching for. So go on, go somewhere else, there's no. 'Cause I don't wanna listen anymore, yeah. You say that I'm a lost now. You can help me find, but I don't wanna be saved. No. Oh, listen to you tell me something to change my mind, but you don't wanna be saved. No,
The way he performs is enthralling. I can't even begin to imagine his potential. I mean, he's only, what, 22? I just think all of us are so incredibly lucky.
We're gonna stop at this side of the room. You guys ready? Go, just a second. Say you don't wanna be my savior. You don't wanna close our door. I don't wanna hear a reason. Or would you tell me what we're searching for? Sing it. Tell me. You don't wanna be my savior. You don't wanna close our door. I don't wanna hear a reason. Would you tell me what we're searching for? Everybody up. Tell me. You don't wanna be my savior. Say you don't wanna close that door. I don't wanna hear a reason. Would you tell me what we're searching for? Alright. Say you don't wanna be my savior. You don't wanna close that door. I don't wanna hear. You guys just want to. I don't wanna be a preacher. I just wanna be your friend. I'm a lady that's gonna take me to keep me as I have to. I don't wanna. Don't wanna. I just wanna. Don't wanna. I don't wanna keep me as I have
He's one of those once in a lifetime kind of people that changes the way you look at things.
It's really inspiring. It makes me think that there's real divinity in the world.
Singing in the dead all night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly up on them in all your life. Oh no, oh you were only waiting for this moment to arrive, for this moment to arrive. Birds singing in the dead all night. Oh, you take these sunken eyes and learn to see. Learn to see all your life. Oh, you were only waiting for this moment to be free, moment to be free.